Hi, almost missed it. How you doing? I got the wrong banner on here. Let's see. Nope, that's the wrong banner. I'm just gonna have to go like no banner. Uh, we're at what number 56? Solo in ISO. Nah, just call it Solo 56. Boom. Sorry about that. All right. How y'all doing? Hi, Sarah. So I'm back from Iceland, and wow, we did 7 songs in 6 days, and it was really something else. Kurt Unala and I have great chemistry musically, and we just jammed out some really cool ideas. And Kurt provides a completely different perspective in terms of chord, rhythm, production. Oh, thank you, Julia. Thank you. It is my birthday. And yeah, we stripped out like most of the chords in almost all my songs. So, and that was because it's really like an acoustic electronic album or EP, however it turns out. We're going to be doing real mixes starting now, and I will be posting those at my Patreon account. Hey, Pete, thank you. And now Patreon is here. I have the rough mixes up. That was really just what we had by the end of the day, each day. Those are up already, so soon we'll have like some preliminary mixes and then final mixes, and then the thing will get released. If you're a patron, you'll get it. I think maybe it's level restricted, but most patrons will. And anyway, yeah, so it's going to be called the Runoff Variations, and the songs are all loosely based on my novels, the Wakeful Wanderer's Guides novels, which I should have close at hand, but I don't. Wakeful Wanderer's Guide to New England and Beyond is the first book. So I thought I'd start with one that we did, and I had all these different chords for it. Now it's one chord. So when I play these acoustically, it may feel like something's missing. But that's because really that's how it worked out in terms of the electronic production. And now this is more or less like what the songs are now. So let me just check your comments before I start. Oop. Ah. Oh wow, your dad and niece have the same birthday. This is a good birthday to have, I have to say. I'm pretty proud of it. I didn't plan it. March 4th is command. I don't do a lot of marching, but I like the general idea of it. I don't follow it to the letter. I go forth. So this one is a tune I wrote right before my daughter Astrid helped me with this one. I wrote this right before going to Iceland, and because I wanted to write a song from the point of view of the traditionalists in my books. There's really 2 factions in my books. There's the interconnected and the traditionalists. And yes, it seems a little like red and blue, but it's a little bit more than that because it takes on these existential fears about what humanity is and might become. So the interconnected are all kind of augmented and upgraded, and the traditionalists are like phobic. They're Luddites. So, and that's taken on an almost religious quality or save the world kind of quality for the traditionalists, and the interconnected are sort of just enjoying the whole interconnected nature of things in their communities. So this is from the point of view of the traditionalists, and it's called Psychic Zombies. Zombies is spelled with an X in this case. One chord. Psychic zombies in our midst, telepathic anarchists. They got that glue up in their head. Psychic zombies, post-human dread. Ain't got no mama, ain't got no pa, ain't got no money, ain't got no law. They're telepathic anarchists, psychic zombies in our midst. She might be dozing, she might be blind, commanding robots with her mind. She got that goo up in her head. Psychic zombies, post-human dread. I'm only human, flesh and bone. They lure our children away from home. And then humanity will all be dead, or have that goo up in our head. One chord. I mean, I made some variations because, come on. Bioessentialism versus anything goes. Exactly. Yeah, very good. I like that. So I can play some of the, my acoustic versions of what we did electronically. I can play your requests. I'm open to anything. My hand's a little bit weak, and guitar's a little bit kicking my hand's butt right now, but I will do what I can. Let me do another one. This is one that I wrote in the studio there. It's called Nobody. Those of you who are on Patreon already maybe have heard this. But I wrote this song, and then I played it on the Oberheim Expander, which is a synthesizer. I did not play it on the guitar at all, so when I came back, I had to kind of figure out, well, what would I do if I was going to play this on the guitar? There's more than just one chord, luckily, here. See if I can remember it. Emily swam out past the breakers. Emily left her lies behind. Over and round the broken wreckage of the sunken shoreline. Above her the moon was shining heavy. Below her the bottom dropped away. Behind her she heard the first explosion in the courthouse by the bay. Her uniform was on the ground. She left it purple, gray, and muddy. They would assume that she had drowned. After all, she was nobody.
what she had done? Wouldn't they curse her phony name? Didn't she worry, didn't care? They had themselves to blame. Emily swam away from anger. Emily swam away from pain. Emily swam away from fire. When the explosions began to wane, her uniform was on the ground. She left it purple, gray, and muddy. They would assume that she had drowned. After all, she was nobody. Emily swam.
Hi, Uzi. Oh, man. Those chords. I got to do more hand exercises. Whew. Hi, Greg. You're in Vienna. Beautiful. Do you live there? Let me know if you want to hear anything. Let's see. What else did we do? This song got really stripped and taken apart. I used to have a little tape recorder. I would go down to the cafe and record people. While they were talking, I would take it home and I'd listen to it in my room. Is that wrong? You spun around, you turned me on, you left me on, and then you left me here. Spinning like an old jazz record, like a wearing blender on a merry-go-round in the galaxy. You spun around, you turned me on, you left me on, and then you left me here, spinning. In a walk through the woods one day, I heard a bird that sounded just like Charlie Parker. I was amazed, but I didn't have a recorder with me, so I just stood there and listened. Like a cyclone storming, like a snail shell forming on an orbiting ball round a yellow star. You spun around, you turned me on, you left me on, right inside. And you reached across and grabbed my hand, and all my pain just flew away, and I felt warm and held. Spun around, you turned me on, you left me on, and then you left me here, spinning, 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 spinning. Commander, Indestructible Man. All these are really cool and new. Thank you. Thank you, Sarah. Yeah. Let's see. Went to sea in a sieve they did, in a sieve they went to sea. In spite of all their friends could say, on a winter's morning, on a stormy day, in a sieve they went to sea, in a sieve they went to sea. And everyone said who saw them go, oh, won't they soon be upset, you know, for the sky is dark and the voyage is long, and happen what may, it's extremely wrong for a sieve to sail so fast. Far and few are the lands where the Jumblies live. Their heads are green and their hands are blue, and they went to sea in a sieve, to sea in a sieve. Well, they sailed away in a sieve they did, in a sieve they sailed so fast. Only a beautiful pea green sail, tied with a ribbon by way of a veil, to a small tobacco pipe mast, to a small tobacco pipe mast. And everyone who said who saw them go, oh, won't they soon be upset, you know. I know it's a repeat. The sky is dark and the voyage is long, and happen what may, it's extremely wrong for a sieve to sail so fast. So fast. Well, the water it soon came in, it did. The water it soon came in. So to keep them dry, they wrapped their feet in pinky paper, all folded neat, and they fastened it down with a pin. And they fastened it down with a pin. And they passed the night in a crockery jar, and each of them said, how wise we are, though the voyage is long, and the sky is dark, yet never we would think we were rash or smart, while round in our sieve we spin. We spin. long they sailed away, and as the sun went down, they whistled and warbled a moony song to the echoing sound of a cavalry gong in the shade of the mountains brown. In the shade of the mountains brown. Oh, Timbaloo, how happy we are as we live in a sieve in a crockery jar, and all night long on a moonlight pale we sail away on a sea green, pea green veil in the shade of the mountains brown. In the shade of the mountains brown. Far and few, far and few are the lands where the jumblies live. Their hips are green and their ends are blue, and they went to sea in a sieve, to sea in a sieve. Well, they sailed to the western sea, they did, to a land all covered with trees. And they bought an owl and a useful card and a pound of rice and a coppery tart and a hive of silvery bees. And a hive of silvery bees. And they bought a pig and some green jackdaws and a lovely monkey with lollipop paws and 42 bottles of ringboree and no end of Stilton cheese. In 20 years they all came back, in 20 years or more. And everyone said how tall they've grown, for they've been to the lakes, and the Tarable Zone, and the hills of the Chankly Bore. And the hills of the Chankly Bore. Drank their health and gave them a feast of dumplings made with beautiful yeast. And everyone said if we only live, we too will go to sea in a sieve to the hills of the Chankly Bore. To the hills of the Chankly Bore. Far and few are the lands where the jumblies live. Their heads are green and their hands are blue, and they went to sea in a sieve. Far and few are the lands where the jumblies live. Their heads are green and their hands are blue, and they went to sea in a sieve, yeah, to sea in a sieve. Yeah, someone here is actually, their birthday is on Pi Day. Well, that's the one that makes my hand seize up. Let's see if I can do it. Boy, my hand is out of shape today. All the girls from the classroom think he's hot. He shows up wearing the sandals with the white socks. He hears them giggling while he's got his back to the class. He thinks he's got an eraser mark on his ass. And all the professors down the hall show up to hear him talk, even though most of the time he's covered in chalk. Math prof rock star, ooh, math prof rock star, whoa yeah, math prof rock star, ooh, was voted most unlikely ever to become a math proper rock star. After hours outside of his office, there's a line waiting for the girls who want to ask about their quadratic equation. She leans over the desk and twirls a pencil in her hair, complains that the grade he gave her was way unfair. And all the professors, they laugh about it and they wish him well. And the guys in the class are all just jealous as hell. Math proper rock star, ooh, ooh. Math proper rock star, oh yeah. Math proper rock star, who knew? He was voted most unlikely ever to become a math proper rock star. He's got a sneak out the back. There's a stairway behind the machine where you get a snack. She finds him there, grabs him and kisses him hard. He doesn't fight it, he knows he's been caught. She leads him down to the alleyway to her car. It's kinda hard being married to a math proper rock star. Ooh, math proper rock star, oh yeah. Math proper rock star, ooh, no. 3.141592653 math prop rock star. There we go. Well, all right, that's today's version. Postcard from Carriacou International. All right. Tour back in time. Rise up, you lonely wanderers. Rise up, you hungry people. The hurricane is coming. The land will soon be flooded. The past is dead and over. Rise up now, claim your freedom. You are the sleeping giant. Rise, arise, arise. Do not beg for your salvation from preachers, kings, or masters. The people hold the power. Rise and claim your freedom. Wealth and joy services only at your acquiescence. Only while you stay in darkness. Arise, arise, arise. The end, freedom will be international. While politicals divide us, they demand their compensation. They should pray we don't refuse them. Rise and claim your freedom. You're the powerful and wealthy. They are only human beings. On earth we all are equal. Rise, arise, arise. While all of us were dreaming, bank owners got richer at the expense of all our children. Rise and claim your freedom. They are frightened by our numbers and by our interdependence, and rightfully they should be. Rise, arise, arise. 'Cause in the end, freedom will be international. Yourself with purchases or vain overconsumption. Do not isolate your spirit. Rise and claim your freedom. Your TV and your radio seek to keep you in your slumber. Step out into the sunlight. Rise, 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 rise up, you lonely wanderers. Rise up, you hungry people. The hurricane is coming. The land will soon be flooded. The past is dead and over. Rise up now and claim your freedom. You are the sleeping giant. Rise, rise, rise. 'Cause in the end, freedom will be. Yes, in the end, freedom will be international. Should have been stakeholders. Oh. Oh, let's see. There were other. Oh, after the tornado. My goodness. All right. Wait, there was a request for Whiteness a while ago, and that's a newish song. I'm going to play that. And then after the tornado, I'll try and remember that. And I feel like I'm missing a couple. But I'll maybe scroll back up and find them. So nice to see you all here. This is what I want to do on my birthday, honestly. I'm going to have a party later. So that's why I'm not doing it later. I think that's doesn't need a lot of saying, obviously, right? Going out later, celebrate. But I also want to celebrate with you. Because this is what I love to do most. This is what I love to do most. Is this what I love to do most? It's one of the things I most love to do. There are a few things I love to do most. Let's see if I remember Whiteness. I've stepped away from my regular songs and I've been in a whole different headspace. So pardon me if I'm like kind of fumbling over my chords and fumbling over my melodies. I'm sort of, oh yeah, great. Commander. That one's a really hard song to do. That's for James Stephanie Sterling. I wrote that one. Do you know Steph, Commander Steph? Does a show called the Jimquisition. Was named before she transitioned, so Jimquisition, and it stuck. I think she can't really change it now. But great show, actually. But you have to know a lot about video games, which I kind of don't. But it's still really entertaining because she's just really entertaining. So I wrote that song for her. And her alter ego is Commander Sterling when she is literally professional wrestling in England. So that's why. Let's see. Here we go. Got light skin, the kind they call white. Something to do with Caucasian, and if you call me that, it's alright. But supremacy keeps making these rules about who gets waved and who gets stopped and who gets killed at the traffic stop. But it's a pink mutation to produce more vitamin D. Dangerous at latitudes with plentiful UV. It don't make anyone superior or inferior to we. It's a pigmentation mutation to produce more vitamin D. Got light skin, that don't mean race. We all are only human, each born with a different face. But supremacy keeps telling you stories about who is lazy and who is not, and who is crazy and who is hot. But it's a pigmentation mutation. It's produce more vitamin D. Dangerous at latitudes with plentiful UV. It don't make anyone superior or inferior to we. It's a pigmentation mutation to produce more vitamin D. We got light skin. It's a minor mutation. Doesn't signify taste or grace or the dreams of an Aryan nation, but supremacy keeps them making things hazy. Cause we all got played in the early days by the people who marketed slavery. It's a pigmentation mutation to produce more vitamin D. Danger acid latitudes with plentiful UV. Don't make anyone superior or inferior to we. It's a pigmentation mutation to produce more vitamin D. In Iceland, it's a pigmentation mutation to produce more vitamin D. Danger acids latitudes with plentiful UV. In the UK, don't make anyone superior or inferior to we. It's a pigmentation mutation to produce more vitamin D. Whiteness. I got a tickle in my nose. I'm sorry. I'm not doing cocaine that I know of. Unless it's in the polar seltzer. Used to be in beverages, right? There was cocaine wine, and then there was, no, coca wine. And then people wanted they wanted like a pure form of it, and then it was in cola. Making coca tea. I may or may not have experienced coca tea. That's pleasantly addictive. Habit forming, I would say. More than coffee. Which is pretty habit forming. Let's see. We're going to do that, and Commander. Yeah, I don't know if I can do that. Let's see if I can try here. Doing my best. Yeah, our recording project with the band has stalled due to reasons I cannot discuss. We have to start again, so that is a bit delayed. But this is, we plan to put this on there. But I think I would like to have Kurt work on this one too. So we'll see kind of where it goes. It's not all good, some of it's crap. Look at these mods. It's an AIP trap. It's a IAP trap. Wait. Application in-app purchase. IAP trap. But some of it's great. Requests are a dream. A glorious ascent. The story is supreme. Commander, my commander. Commander, my commander. Commander, my commander. Tell me what to play. Commander, my commander. GG understander. There's not a lot of hours in the day. Those AAA goons with their shovelware schemes beat out their abuse to creators and teams. Pox on them all, cauldron of curses. Erase them from time, from all universes. Commander, my commander. Commander, my commander. Commander, my commander. Tell me what to play. Commander, my commander. The GG understander. There's not a lot of hours in the day. There's no way I remember this next part, so I'm going to pull it up on my notes, and that will take a little while, but I think it'll be worth it. Give me a second. All right, I'm almost there. Odyssey, Pong, Atari, Fairchild, TurboGrafx, Commodore, and Television, Game & Watch, Sega, Xbox, NES, Saturn, Wii, Ouya. I just want to play. GameCube, Game Boy, Super something, 64, Vita, Dolphin, Duck Station, Open Menu, Steam, Switch, phone, whatever. I just want to play. Commander, my commander. Commander, my commander. Commander, my commander. Take it away. something like that. So, all right, so not a definitive version, but more or less like that. This is part of the song, right? Yeah, totally. Hey, do you guys mind if I want to take a 5-minute intermission? My fingers are killing me, and I just need a moment. 5-minute intermission. I'm gonna walk away. I'm gonna get another soda. I'll be back. Another soda water. And then, wait, what am I playing when I get back? Remind me. Let me see. Bowling Green Massacre Blues. Yeah, that'd be great. Commander, I played. Oh yeah, After the Tornado. After the Tornado. All right, remind me if I forget. All right, you've got 5 minutes. I'll be right back. Did go out drinking this week, and man, oh baby, that hit me hard. I wasn't paying. Indestructible Man, that's great. BGMB. Backgammon, Mega Bad, Big Guitar, Mother Breath. I know, I need to have... if I do intermissions, kind of like it. A little break. I could go longer if I do intermissions. Oh yeah, I'm going to remind you of my book. Hang on, I'll get that. Hardcovers for the first book are on back order, so they should be arriving in a couple of weeks. These are paperbacks. I have paperbacks to sell through my site, wakefulwanderer.com. You can also get all of it through Amazon, of course. You know, probably not your local bookseller, because I don't really know how to do that. I think it might be in some libraries. It's certainly in a couple. Yeah, in Boston it might be on some of the library apps. I sort of set it up for that. So you can check there. I totally don't mind if you get it from the library. I think that's cool. I love libraries. So give it a shot. It's a post-apocalyptic cyber hippie travelogue, and it's one of the better ones of that genre. Oh, also, and I don't have the... let me create a banner for you, because you should also be listening to my podcast... And that's this, funnynotfunny.bigego.com or funnynotfunnypodcast.com. Equally long. That's where I talk to my friend Lionel. I do talk to Julia sometimes. Love to have you back on, Julia. Sarah Elkins has been on, and we talk about really whatever's on our mind, but a little bit about science fiction, a little bit about books, a little bit about the dismal state of things sometimes, and sometimes we are positive. Yeah, it's at Ingram Spark. I'm actually going to re-release it. I'm leaving my publishing company. Ooh, I just made that announcement. I'm planning to leave my publishing company and go independent again, because it's just not a good fit. So I'm going to be re-releasing it with new ISBNs. So hopefully by the time your library looks for it, it will be available with those new ones at Ingram Spark, and I know that they often use that to order books. So thank you, Sarah. All right. There is a... Oh, Bowling Green Massacre. Boy. I'm not sure I remember that. That's up on SoundCloud. It's the only place it exists is on SoundCloud. I don't know. Time ago, I had a dream. Dreamt I was walking in Bowling Green. Went to my doctor the very next day, see what kind of words he could say. Said it was a massacre. Yeah, that's as much as I remember. But you have to search on SoundCloud for Jim Infantino, and it's up there. I did not commit it to memory. I sort of wrote it down and played it, reading off a piece of paper. So, but it's got some kitsch. I'll try and commit it to memory, and I'll play it here later on. It's kind of funny. Let's see. And then The Indestructible Man, chords keep changing. It's not, I don't have a final yet. But I am very fond of this song. Thank you for asking for it. The indestructible man is bathing naked in the fountain. 'Cause what does he care what other people think? Nobody can hurt him, nobody can stop him, because he is an indestructible man. The indestructible man has a beard down to his knees. Used to yank it out, but it's been centuries. His hair is wild, he combs it with his fingernails, which grow until he chews them with his indestructible teeth. And despite all the dangers in this world, I'm glad that I'm indestructible. The indestructible man can't let other people love him, 'cause he might love them back and they're destructible. Criminals or governments might threaten them with harm, and he would become their indestructible slave. The indestructible man is strolling barefoot through the minefields. Wait, sorry. The indestructible man doesn't care about the war. He's strolling barefoot through the minefields. People wave their hands doesn't shout, but he just shrugs and sighs as the explosion throws him 30 feet in the air. Despite all the sickness in this world, I'm glad that I'm destructible. Indestructible man is spitting curses at the dogs. They're stinking up his favorite spot for napping. He used to own a home, but then it quickly fell apart, and now he sleeps out under the indestructible stars. The indestructible man sometimes thinks of going home. He can love and hug and brush his hair. He would be an ordinary nobody at home, and he is an indestructible man. And despite the short length of this life, I'm glad that I'm destructible. I'm glad that I'm destructible. I'm glad I am Thank you for that request. That's a very good birthday request, actually. Oh, Julia, question about the book. New publishing or just my own? No, just my own. I'm not looking... I mean, they're already out there. It's very hard to get an agent or a publisher. Actually, just hard to get an agent. And without an agent, it's hard to get a publisher. I'm just gonna go back to publishing it on my own, independently. You know, maybe Slab Media or Big Ego Publishing. I like Big Ego Publishing. Yes, I'd love to play that A-hole song, but I want to keep these clean because they go out on YouTube and they sit there, and I don't want to get an explicit on there. Sorry about that. Try and come to our shows. We'll totally play it for you. When we do shows, I will be playing in Roslindale in May, and then in Harvard, I'll be playing in Harvard, Massachusetts, the old library, in I think June 2nd. That's just finalizing. And in May, it'll all be up on bigego.com. I think that one is up on bigego.com now. It's with Terry Kitchen and Danielle Miraglia in the round. Those are always fun. Happy to play it there. And yes, and I'm sorry I'm not coming to Vienna. That would be nice. I did just travel. You've been in Europe too long. I know, right? Who cares, right? Who really cares? But it's the YouTube thing, and you know. Otherwise, it's like not safe for kids. So what was I gonna do? Here we go. things happen to the kindest people. God and the devil, kinda hard to tell apart. And I feel like my soul's been crippled slowly under the grist mill. When everything is wrong, and everything means nothing in this wide green desert. These miles of phone lines, this line of skinny trees, and I feel like my soul's been crippled slowly after the tornado. Everything is wrong. Can't fly anymore. I've forgotten my wings. I can't fly anymore. It's like I don't know how. I can't fly anymore, and I can't rise above and leave my world behind me. I've grown roots inside my body. My mother loved me. My father loved me. But I was always hungry. It was never enough. And I feel like my soul's been crippled slowly after the tornado. When everything is wrong, 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 when everything is wrong. Everything is wrong. Let's see. Postcard from Carriacou. Right. That's really, boy, is that tricky. What did I do? Why did I write so many tricky songs? Should be in tune though. Hello, darling. Wow, what an expense experience. What an expense. Let's try that again. It has a nice build up and everything. Hello, darling. Wow, what an intense experience this is. Fascinating, a little scary, beautiful, overwhelming, and relaxing all at once. Last night was the final night of carnival. Lots of people dressed brightly, dancing in the streets behind a truck with enormous speakers that blared music. The people are very dark-skinned and speak a Creole type of African and French dialect. The women are very friendly. The men are a combination of friendly, silent, but watchful. I'm doing this all wrong. I think I need to practice this. I'm just murdering it. I'm so sorry. People are very dark. People are very dark. One more time. Hello, darling. Wow, what an intense experience this is. Fascinating, a little scary, beautiful, overwhelming, and relaxing all at once. Nope, can't do it. Sorry. I'm not going to keep flogging it. Terrible. No, so I don't have to play stress every time? Yeah, okay, very good. Good point. Thank you. Some songs, like some weeks they're in my head, and other weeks they're not in my head. There's a lot of them. And some of them are very, very old at this point. Like me. So let's see. I'll play a good one. Think you better cut all that hair off, throw it out the window, climb down from that tower, flick the wicked witch the finger. Ain't no use to wait for him to get you. He's out chasing his own demons. Not like you can really blame him. You got demons of your own, and I hate to be the one to tell you, 'cause it don't seem so romantic, but that's the way it really goes. Now you know. You're gonna have to be your own Prince Charming. You're gonna have to ride your own stallion. You're gonna have to find your own castle. You're gonna have to raise your own sail. And there's gonna be a happy ending, but that's only the beginning. This ain't no fairy tale. It's true. Cinderella stepped out of her glass slippers and threw down that new apron, put on a pair of old Doc Martens, and stomped right out the door. The prince was still chewing on his bacon as she hit the open road. He said life is full enough of disappointment without kissing any toad. And somewhere a band was playing, choo-ra-loo-ra-loo-ra. You go out and see the world yourself a ball. You're gonna have to be your own Prince Charming. Gonna have to ride your own stallion. You're gonna have to find your own castle. You're gonna have to raise your own sail. And there's gonna be a happy ending, but that's only the beginning. This ain't no fairy tale. You're gonna have to be your own Prince Charming. You're gonna have to ride your own stallion. You're gonna have to find your own castle. You're gonna have to raise your own sword. And there's gonna be a happy ending. Gonna be a happy ending. Gonna be a happy ending. It's true. It's real. Oh, David, my God. That's a song called Music Burns. Music burns inside of me. And that would take a lot of work to resurrect. I'm afraid I cannot just off the top of my head. Isn't it funny? You write songs, you don't retain them all for immediate. Some of them are on tape backup, you know? Some of them are not at your fingertips. You go into the archives and put them back. Wow, you have it on a cassette. Holy crap. You have Ha. That's some weird stuff from way, way back. Oh. So, yeah, I mean, the problem with my hitting up these old tunes right now, I think I'm into a different mindset. And did I just blank out here? I hope I'm still broadcasting. And now that I'm back, it's like I was, I became a different person musically, and I'm trying to reconnect and also bring in what I've learned about the stuff that I was doing. Anyway, it's remarkable stuff. It's really, really different. People who have heard it will attest. And I really look forward to the new mixes that are coming out. So if you're on Patreon, this is where I get my banner again. You'll see them there first. The list of people on Patreon is growing. It's nice. Nice to see a lot of people there. I really love comments. So if you get on there, you read something I've written, or you've heard something I've recorded, or did a podcast, and you have comment. Sarah's commenting all the time. My friend Ben Burns is always commenting, but we could get more of a dialogue going, I think, between people. So I will think of the last thing that I should play. I definitely want to play something I know. Hum has really changed. And I don't think I can play it solo on the guitar right now. Because it's so different. It's like, there's a hum in my head. Ooh. There's a hum in my head. Ooh. I'm gonna send it out to you. One chord. Send it out to you. There's a hum in my head, and I'll send it out to you. There's a buzz in my ear. Anyway, it doesn't really work on the acoustic. I played you The Indestructible Man. Oh, heck, let's put this in a slightly different key than usual. distress, that's the way that I get things done. If I'm not under pressure, then I sleep too long, and I hang around like a bum. I think I'm going nowhere, and that makes me nervous. Everybody's out to get me, but I feel alright. Everybody's out to get me, but I feel alright. Everybody's out to get me, but I feel alright. Everybody's thinking about me. But it's the little things that get you. It's the little things that get you when you weren't paying attention. It's the little things that get you. It's the little things that get you. It's the little things that get you when you weren't paying attention. I'm trying to cut down on my caffeine consumption, so when I get up, I just have one cup of coffee, and I like to have another cup of coffee with my breakfast. And on the way to work, I like to get a cup of coffee, like the kind of cup of coffee that you get with a donut. Except I never get the donut, I just have the cup of coffee. And when I get to work, I like to have a cup of coffee because I like to have a coffee when I'm talking on the phone, which usually goes cold, and I need to get another cup of coffee, and it's lunch, and I have an espresso. When I get back, it's not morning anymore, so I have a Diet Cola and another Diet Cola, and then I'm feeling fine, and I'm feeling pretty sharp, and I'm feeling pretty wired and getting things done. But right about 2, I get this little tiny migraine, and it starts by my eyes and moves to the back of my neck and it moves to the bottom of my spine, but it doesn't get there until 5 or 6 o'clock towards the end of the day. So I'm fine, so I'm fine, so I'm fine, so I'm fine. Except when I have to work late, when I have to work late, when I have to work late, when I have to work late. Which I usually do. I'm addicted to stress. It's the way that I get things done. If I'm not under pressure, then I sleep too long, and I hang around like a bum. I think I'm going nowhere, and that makes me nervous. Everybody's had to get me, but I feel alright. Everybody's had to get me, but I feel alright. Everybody's had to get me, but I feel alright. Everybody's thinking about me. It's the little things that get you. It's the little things that get you when you weren't paying attention. It's the little things that get you. It's the little things that get you. It's the little things that get you when you weren't paying attention. I love to work, I love to work, I love to work it up to work, I love to steal little things from the grocery store, like a piece of bubble gum, or sometimes I just stick my thumb in a peach and leave it there. I love to work, I love to run, I love to water ski, snowboard, jet ski, skydive, parasail, hang glide, rollerblade, mountain bike, bungee jump. I mean, I love to do these things if I ever had the time. I love to work, I love to work, I love to work it up to work, I love to spend a little time with this woman that I'm seeing, so we never get time to spend together, so we call each other up, and we talk about work. But what I think I really love is to get up on myself on a little tiny island in the middle of the ocean with just me and a book and a cellular phone and a volleyball with some blood on it, and I'd eat and I'd drink and I'd run and I'd sleep and I wouldn't do nothing except swim all day. So, my pager doesn't work underwater. Where are the sharks? Where are the sharks? Where are the sharks with the freaking laser beams? Sorry. Where are the sharks? Where are the sharks? And there's this kind of anemone that sticks in your foot, and the poison goes up to your brain, and you die. And sand fleas, oh God, sand fleas, yuck. But actually, I think it'd be really relaxing, just me by myself in the middle of the ocean, and that's what I'd really love to do more than anything else, except I probably hate it. I'm addicted to stress, that's the way that I get things done. I'm not under pressure, then I sleep too long, and I hang around like a bum. I think I'm going nowhere, and that makes me nervous. Everybody's had to get me, but I feel alright. Everybody's had to get me, but I feel alright. Everybody's had to get me, but I feel alright. Everybody's thinking about me, but I feel alright. Everybody's had to get me, but I feel alright. Everybody's had to get me, but I feel alright. Everybody's thinking about me, but I feel alright. Everybody's had to get me, but I feel alright. Everybody's had to get me, but I feel alright. Feel alright. Feel alright. Everybody's thinking about me. All right. It's time to get on with the birthday. Stress. That last song is called Stress. If you haven't heard it before, I wrote it many, many years ago, but it holds up. Anyway, I can do very short hangout. Anybody want to do hangout? If so, I'll get it started. Let me try something different. If you want to hang out, go to bigego.com for the Zoom link, and it'll be there for like 10 minutes. And go there in 5 minutes, so I have time to put it there. All right? And then I'll see you there. All right? Like a half hour, 20 minutes, half hour. Just hang and chat and see how you all are. All right. thanks a lot. Thanks for being here. Happy birthday to me. I'll see you all in a couple of weeks.